Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sandy Spring Theater Group's virtual theater and our production of José and Maria, an old story for new times, written by Dwayne Yancey and directed by Jacqueline Youm. A few quick announcements before we begin. Your safety is always our priority. Make sure you know the nearest exit in case of emergency. Snack bar will remain open throughout the performance. Snacks are at your discretion. Use of cameras is highly encouraged. If you take pictures, please post them with the hashtag SSTG José and Maria. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at a later time through our YouTube channel. After the show, please join us at the stage door to meet and greet the director and cast. The link will be posted in the YouTube comment stream and will be available through the virtual theater lobby. There's a button that says stage door. Finally, please consider making a donation to help Sandy Spring Theater bring excellent theater to the Montgomery County area, in person and online. Sandy Spring Theater Group is thrilled to announce that we are once again live and in person at the Gaithersburg Arts Barn. Please join us for Godspell for 3 weekends, March 4th through 20th, 2022. If you wish to audition, we are having open auditions on January 3 and 5. Please go to the website for further details. And now, without further ado, we present to you José and Maria, an old story for new times.
José and Maria by Dwayne Yancey.
And that's what I've been saying all along. Taxes are really just a fancy name for confiscation. Do you hear me? Confiscation. Let's say, I'll say it together now. Confiscation. The government can come confiscate your land for a highway or a landfill or some other so-called public person. And when that happens, the liberals and the environmentalists and the feminists and the editorial writers are all up in arms. But when the government reaches into your wallet and confiscates your income, where's the outrage for that? That's what I'd like to know. Where is the outrage? Well, I'll tell you. The outrage is right here on the Zeke Israel show. And I'll bet there's a lot of outrage out there in listener land tonight. Aren't you outraged? Oh, well, I tell you, if so, you're not alone. Give us a call and share your feelings. The number is 1-800 OUTRAGE, and you can share your outrage with your fellow taxpayers, and we can all be outraged together. All right, we've got a caller now. This is Matthew from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, home of the steel mill until cheap foreign labor sent the mills packing overseas. Isn't that right? Oh, you know that's right. So what's on your mind, Matt?
Hello?
You're on the Zeke Israel show. What's on your mind, Matt?
Oh, hello, Zeke. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say I've been a real fan of yours.
That's great. That's great. So do you have an outrage to share with us, Matt?
Yeah. I wanted to say something about this tax proposal that
Oh, well, it's more than a proposal. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right, but...
You know I'm right. I'm Zeke Israel, and I'm always right. Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, I suppose it is. Anyway, what I wanted to say about this tax thing is that I think if you're going to raise taxes, then it seems to me what's really going on here is that the government is saying...
Front desk, Paula speaking. Wake up call? Oh, what time would you like? 7:30? Oh, all right. Oh, no, we don't have a turn down service. What's that? No, if you want some mints, you might want to try the vending machine that's at the end of the hall on the first floor. Yeah, okay. Okay, I've got another call coming in. Well, thank you, and you have a good evening too. Front desk, Paula speaking. You say your remote's not working? Are you sure you're pointing it at the TV? You've got to point it directly at the TV for it to work. Yeah, try that. Okay. There's still nothing? All right, I'll send housekeeping. What room? Okay, 239. All right. No, I don't know how long it'll be. We've been pretty busy tonight, but we'll get to you as soon as we can. Yes. I know you pay for room service, and I'll have someone up there as soon as possible. Now, I've got another call coming in. Can I put you on hold? Economy and Paula speaking. May I help you? Oh, for tonight? No, I'm sorry. We're all booked up. Well, there's a Motel 7 just up the road, but I'm guessing you can try them, but they might be in the same shape we are. It's just that time of year. It's busy. Everybody seems to be traveling. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. Are you still there? Hello? Hello? Okay. Where's that housekeeper?
All right. Housekeeping's right here.
Ah, Anna, there you are. I've been trying to find you.
You and everybody else. Now, what do you have to do on my to-do list?
All right. Let's see. We've got a bus remote in 239. Probably just needs batteries.
Did they try pointing the thing directly at the TV? It won't work unless you point it directly at the TV.
I told him that.
You wouldn't believe how many people don't do that. They point it at the wall, the mirror, the door, everywhere but the TV.
I'm told the ice machine on the second floor is running low.
Not anymore.
Ah, you fixed it great.
No, it's all the way out.
What do these people need with ice anyway? It's the middle of winter.
Who knows? All I know is it's completely out. I refilled it with water, but it's going to take a while to turn it ice.
Oh, hang on. Let me get this. Front desk, Paula speaking. What's that? Have you tried rocking it back and forth? Yes. I know it's dangerous. No, I'm not recommending that. I'm just asking if you tried it. All right. I'll send housekeeping by there. Yeah, right up. Yeah, right. Room 225. I've got it.
Now what?
Seems that room 225 can't go to sleep until he has his mints.
We don't have a turn down service. Tell him to try the vending machine.
He did, and now the box of mints is stuck. Can you go unstuck them?
Great, just great. Where do all these people come from anyway?
Oh, and there's a backed up toilet in 145. I forgot to mention that.
I guess I'm going to need my plunger after all.
Call me in. Paula speaking. No, I'm sorry. I'm all booked up for tonight.
By the side of the road at night, Jose and Maria are looking at the flat tire on their car. Maria is very pregnant.
No puedo ver, María. Está demasiado oscuro.
José, ¿necesitas una linterna?
Sí, gracias.
Jose takes the flashlight, turns it on, and shines it on the flat tire.
¿Qué ves?
Ah, una goma ponchada.
Ah, está ponchada.
Sí, está ponchada.
¿Tiene una llanta de repuesto?
Ah, no, no hay llanta de repuesto. Esa es la llanta de repuesto.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
No sé, no sé. Tal vez podemos pedirle a alguien que se pare y nos ayude.
¿Pero dónde estamos?
No sé, no sé.
Tengo frío.
¿Por qué no entras en el auto? Adentro está más caliente. Tal vez alguien pasará pronto.
Ahí vienes alguien ahora.
¡Oh! ¡Ayúdenos! ¡Help! ¡Help! ¡Por favor!
¿Qué vamos a hacer ahora? ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
No sé. No sé.
A brightly lit community meeting hall. The census taker is organizing the upcoming census. She looks at her watch. Only one citizen, Thomasina, is in the room, and she looks pretty bored.
We'll give folks a few more minutes in case anyone's running late. There might be some more coming in. It's a busy time of year. It's hard to get a lot of people out.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the census meeting.
That's us. Come on in.
I'm not too late, am I?
No, we haven't gotten started yet.
I'll just take a seat back here. Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Did you happen to see anyone else coming in?
No, I don't think so.
I saw a lot of cars in the parking lot. I thought maybe we'd have a big turnout tonight, but I guess they're all going somewhere else.
I think they're all here for the council meeting, for the meeting upstairs in the council chambers.
What meeting is that?
I think it's the anti-tax rally.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, it's a few minutes past, so let's get started. All right. We may be small in number here, but we can be large in spirit.
They seem to have a lot of spirit upstairs.
I see.
I came here for the tax meeting, but they ran out of room upstairs and the fire marshal made some people stand out in the hall. So rather than stand there, I thought I'd come down here and see what this was all about.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming. My name is Maddie. I'm the local representative for the Census Bureau, and I'll be coordinating the upcoming census here in this area. Let me go over what we hope to accomplish tonight. As you know, the upcoming census is intended to help the government determine just how many people live in a certain area. It is a big undertaking and going to take a lot of volunteers to help pull it off. Not only do we need people to help us conduct the actual census, we'll need help for things like manning an information booth or going out to community groups and churches to talk up the importance of the census. Any questions before I get started?
I've got a question.
Yes.
Okay, so why are all these questions on the census?
Which questions are you referring to?
Well, all of them. Like how big your house is and whether you have indoor plumbing and what kind of education you have. That seems kind of personal. Why does the government need to know that sort of thing anyway? I don't know if I want all the information on my family floating around some government office somewhere. It might wind up on the internet for all I know.
That is a very good question. We get a lot of questions like that. But I assure you, all of those answers are kept confidential. And the best proof of that is this. Have you ever seen a tabloid write about how Elvis answered the census? No, you haven't. Now, we know the tabloids will write about anything they can get their hands on. So the fact that they've never done a story on how Elvis answered the census, or Madonna, or Taylor Swift, or any other celebrity shows you right there how confidential the answers are.
So what's the government need all that information for anyways?
All the answers are compiled, and the result helps the government get a better picture of what a community is like. How old or young it is, how many people live there, what their particular needs may be in terms of certain services. And that helps the government determine things like how many schools to build, where or what sort of grants to make available.
Seems to me the government should already know those kinds of things. All it's got to do is look around and see from all these people moving in that we're going to need some new schools here in a couple of years. All you've got to do is count.
That's right. And that's what the census is all about. Counting people. Now, I'm going to pass around a sign-up sheet. If you can just put your name and address and telephone number on there for me, that'd be great. Now, signing the sheet does not represent a commitment on your part. It just helps make sure I can get back with you with more information about opportunities to volunteer with the census.
At night, out in the country, 3 astronomers carry in their telescopes. Professor Gold has brought his 3 children, Jemima, Keziah, and Karen, each of whom has a pair of binoculars.
Yeah, I've read that study, but I think it's got some serious deficiencies. For one thing, it makes no mention of evaporation. If there were really that much water on Mars, I think there'd be some serious evaporation going on. But there's not much water vapor in the atmosphere, so where's it all gone?
Oh, gassing, of course. It just burned off into space. We know Mars has lost a lot of its atmosphere over time. The gravity's too weak to hold on to a thick atmosphere.
Well, maybe so, but if that's the case, then I don't think whatever water there is or was would be stable enough to stay in liquid form for very long at the surface. You might have some burst out from underground in some geologically unstable region, maybe long enough to carve out some impressive gullies and maybe even flow like a river for a while, and maybe even pull up in the lowlands, but nowhere near long enough for anything to actually evolve there.
The child with Professor Gold trips over something in the dark as they walk to their observing spot.
Ow!
Watch your step, dear.
I can't see anything. It's dark out here.
I know. Isn't it great? No city lights, an unobstructed view, an unobstructed horizon, and not a cloud in the sky. What more could you ask for?
How about being at home in front of the TV?
Oh, come on now.
Squid Game is on tonight.
Come on. We've been all over that. Here, you can hold the flashlight while I set up Keziah. Hey, you guys found the spot yet?
Yeah, we're good, Professor Gold.
So, who says something has to evolve above ground? Maybe life on Mars evolved below ground.
In what? The subsurface might.
Sure, you'd have water, you'd have nutrients, you'd be shielded from the sun's ultraviolet rays.
So you now concede the UV radiation on Mars is a problem?
Well, of course it's a problem, but it's not an insurmountable problem. Here, I'm going to take this spot right here.
Okay, that looks good, Professor Frank. I just don't see how you get around the UV radiation problem. I haven't seen any life on Mars scenarios that realistically address the UV radiation problem.
I'm cold.
And can you hold the star charts, Jemima? Thanks.
My ears are cold.
Did you bring your hat, Karen?
No.
I told you to bring your hat. You'll just have to put your hood up.
I don't like the hood. It's always getting in the way.
Well, you can either have cold ears or put your hat up. It's your choice. Now here, help me get this sighted.
You just won't concede the possibility that life could survive beneath the surface. There are places in Antarctica where conditions are just as severe as they are in Mars, and life exists there, down in the crevices.
Antarctica doesn't have the ultraviolet radiation problem Mars does, not even with the ozone hole. I really think the UV on Mars is a huge issue. Oh, look at that, will you?
What do you see?
The M33 galaxy is spectacular tonight.
Oh?
Here, let me adjust it for you.
Why you had to bring me out here?
Look, I've told you, your mother had some meeting she had to go to. Something about the census or something. You'd have been bored there.
But at least they might have had a TV there.
Come on, let's have a look at the Crab Nebula.
Oh, you could have let me stay home.
You're not staying at home by yourself. Have I ever told you about the Crab Nebula?
Only about 1,000 times.
Well, then let me tell you one more time to make it an even 1,000. The Crab Nebula is a remnant of a star that went supernova. In other words, it blew up. The Chinese saw it in 1054. It was so bright, they could even see it in the daytime.
Oh, that is spectacular. You can make out the nucleus and spiral arms quite well, Professor Moon.
I don't think I've seen the sky this clear and bright before.
A sheep farmer and his sons, Joseph and Benjamin, are out in their field at night, hunting for coyotes. The farmer carries a gun. They enter quietly and look for a spot to hunt from, but then the son jumps around making some noise.
What's that noise?
Shh! What noise are you talking about?
Ow! That noise!
I don't hear any noise.
Are there wolves out here?
Wow, that is something, Professor Frank. Come, take a look at this.
What the devil are you doing, Benjamin? I said be quiet.
I'm calling for the coyotes. Don't we want them to come to us?
You're chasing away every coyote for miles around by making a racket like that. Now sit down and be quiet.
Sorry.
You've got to remember, the coyote is a very elusive animal.
What's that mean?
Hard to catch.
Oh, I thought you meant it was bad in some way.
Well, that too. That's why we're out here, to protect our sheep. Oh, we can't take any more losses like we've had.
Do they eat them?
Does who eat what? Do coyotes eat the sheep?
Yeah!
Oh, only parts of them.
Only parts? Which parts?
Just the best parts.
What are the best parts?
Well, it's kind of gruesome.
Gruesome?
How gruesome?
Are you sure you really want to know?
Sure.
You're positive.
Positive.
I'm warning you. It's gruesome.
Tell me.
All
right then.
I'm listening.
Well, first the coyote grabs the sheep by the neck, like this.
Oh!
And then he rips out the sheep's throat, like this.
Oh!
And then they eat the sheep?
No, that's just to kill him. Next, the coyote rips out the sheep's heart and lungs and eats those.
Yuck!
Well, I told you it was gruesome.
You didn't tell me it was that gruesome.
Well, you insisted.
And then they eat the rest of the sheep?
No, that's all they eat. Just the organs. They leave the rest.
The whole thing?
Yep,
Or
they'll
left of
leave
the whole
100
thing?
pounds of soul meat in the field just so they can eat the innards. Like I said, coyotes just eat what they consider the best parts.
Yuck!
That's how you can tell you got coyotes around.
And the howling! Don't forget the howling!
Yeah, and the howling. Now, let's be real quiet. Here, take these.
Farmer hands Benjamin a pair of night vision goggles. He puts on some as well.
These are weird looking binoculars.
They're night vision goggles.
How do they work?
Here, like this.
Oh. Hey, cool! Look at that! Everything's green! Hey, look! Wow! You're like a big green blob! It's the Hulk!
I want you to look out that way.
How do these things work?
They read heat signatures.
This is neat!
Now, I want you to look out that way. What do you see?
I see some blobs. No, wait, those are our sheep.
All right, good. Now you know what sheep look like then. Now I want you to keep looking that way, and if you see anything that doesn't look like sheep, I want...
Hey, look at all those stars!
I said I want you to look out that way. There are no coyotes up in the sky.
Sorry.
Now, I want you to look out there and be quiet. And if you see something that doesn't look like a sheep, I want you to let me know.
I've got a question!
What's that?
If I'm supposed to be quiet, how am I supposed to let you know if I see a cow?
You can whisper.
Do you think we can see any comments with these? I've never seen a comment before. We learned about comments in school.
Coyotes, son. Coyotes. We're here to hunt coyotes, not comets.
Did you know that people used to think that whenever there was a comet, that meant the king was gonna die, or a new king was gonna be born, or something like that?
Hey, Joe, look at that! Joe? Daddy? Ah.
Jose and Maria, still with their flat tire by the roadside. Jose, with a flashlight, is trying to wave down another passing car without success.
¡Ayúdenos! ¡Help! ¡Por favor! ¡Necesitamos ayuda!
Me siento mal, José.
No, María, nadie se está parando. ¿Qué te pasa, María?
No sé, me siento mal.
¿Puedo hacer algo?
Solo quiero acostarme. ¿Y ahora qué?
La policía.
¿La policía? ¿Policía? ¿La policía?
No te preocupes. Estamos bien. Somos legal.
¿Estás seguro somos legal?
Sí, somos legal.
What seems to be the matter here?
Flat, sir.
Flat tire, eh? Do you have a spare?
No, sir. No spare.
No spare. That's not good. You're, not from around here, are you?
No, sir.
Let me see your license and registration.
No entiendo.
I said, let me see your license and registration, please. License, registration.
Un momento, por favor. María, necesito los papeles que están ahí, en la guantera.
¿Estos?
Sí, gracias.
¿Qué quiere?
Está bien. Here, sir.
¿Hay algo mal?
No, todo va a estar bien.
Hey, your wife.
No, sir. Fiance.
You alright, ma'am?
Ah, María, él está preguntando si estás bien.
Sí, señor.
Alright, just checking. Fiance, huh? Looks like you're jumping the gun there, son.
I don't understand.
How far along is she?
Very soon. Very soon.
Well, good luck. Take it from me. Being a father is hard
Oh,
work.
I'm not the... It's a long story.
Right, I'm sure it is. You got family around here?
No, sir. No family here.
Alright, I see. One sec. I need a license and registration check, please.
10-4, go ahead.
License number Alpha X-Ray Charlie 504.
10-4, license number Alpha X-Ray Charlie 504.
Registered to a Jose. That's J as in Juliet, O as in Oscar, S as in Sam, E as in Echo.
And that's what I've been saying all along. I mean, this whole liberal argument about so-called tax fairness or tax equity, completely bogus. Whenever you hear politicians talking about the need to, quote, reform, unquote, the tax code, you know what you should do? You should reach for your wallet. Because when people talk about wanting to change the tax code to somehow make it fairer, that's just really a fancy way of saying they want to raise your taxes. You see, they know they can't get through a tax increase straight up. I mean, the public would never stand for it. But reform, now everybody's in favor of reform, right? I mean, reform is good. Who wants to be against reform? Well, they're just using reform of the tax code as a cover to slip through a tax increase. They may claim it'll be revenue neutral, but believe me, there's no such thing. Whoa, all right. Well, let's go to our next caller. This is Mark from Palestine, Texas. Mark, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, Zeke, but actually it's Palestine.
Oh, well, excuse me. Palestine. So we're going with the hoity-toity pronunciation now, are we?
Well, actually, it's a good old Texas pronunciation. It's been that way for as long as I can remember.
I see. Well, I stand corrected then. Don't want to mess with Texas. It's Palestine, not Palestine? Well, don't let it be said that I don't correct my mistakes. Hey, listen up, everybody. You're a witness. I mean, of course, this is the first one I've ever made, so that's what makes it feel so strange. Palestine, not Palestine. You got that, everybody? All right, enough of that. What's on your mind, Mark?
Well, Zeke, the last caller made a point I just wanted to respond to regarding...
Well, you know what, Mark? Oh, I'd love for you to respond to the last caller, but the engineer is telling me we've got to cut for commercial break, so why don't you hold that thought, and we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. This is Zeke Israel, and you're listening to the Zeke Israel Show. Give us a call at 1-800-OUTRAGE and share the outrage.
All right, I've got the back-door toilet in 415 plunged out. I put new batteries in the remote in 235, and I rock the vending machine hard enough to shake loose the mint for the guy in 225. I even had some extra Reese's Pieces fall out at the same time. You want some?
Room 314 forgot his toothbrush and needs a complimentary kit. Room 265 needs some extra towels and something about forgetting to put the shower curtain on the right side. Front desk, Paula speaking. What's that? There's water dripping from the ceiling in your bathroom. Okay, what room you in? 165, right? Yes, we're already aware of it and we're working on it. Just bear with us, please. Thank you. Okay. Sounds like we're gonna need
a lot more towels for room 265. I'm on it. You think people would know by now what side of the tub to put the shower curtain on?
Economy and Paula speaking. No, I'm sorry. We're all booked up tonight. Yes, and tomorrow. No, I'm not expecting any cancellations. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I can't help you. It's just that busy type of year. A lot of people traveling. Thank you.
Are you sure about that? All right, if you say so.
Asa, ¿qué está pasando?
Todo va a estar bien. Solo está verificando que somos legal.
¿Somos legales?
Todo está bien, no te preocupes.
All right, everything here appears to be in order. Now, can I see your immigration papers?
What papers?
Whatever you have. You must have something, a green card maybe.
Green card. Sí. María, necesito los otros papeles.
¿Cuál papeles?
Los otros. En la guantera.
¿Hay algún problema? No estamos en problema, ¿no? ¿Verdad?
Todo está bien. Todo está bien. Gracias, María. Here, sir.
All right, I see. Okay, Jose, and she's Maria.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know these are ready to expire, don't you?
Expire?
Run out. They're no good in a couple days.
Yes, sir. That's why we're here, to get new papers.
I see. Very good. Well, doesn't look like you're going anywhere until you get that tire fixed. You say you don't have a spare?
Yes, sir. No spare.
You're gonna need to get that off the shoulder of the road. It's too dangerous to leave it here. Do you have someone you can call?
No. No one to call.
I can call a tow truck if you need one. You can't leave it here.
Will they charge?
Oh, yeah, they'll charge you.
How much?
I couldn't say exactly. Probably about $75 or $80. Do you have any money?
María, ¿tenemos dinero?
Sí, un poquito. ¿Por qué? ¿Para un soborno?
No, no un soborno. Para pagar para una grúa. ¿Cuánto tenemos?
Sí, tengo que contar.
We have a little. I don't know how much. She's counting.
Well, maybe someone will cut you a break, but you're gonna have to get it off the side of the road. Do you have a towing company you want to use? Otherwise, we'll just take the first one on the list.
Okay.
Here's your card. One sec. Dispatch, I got a motorist who needs a 1047. Can you call whoever's next up on the list for the towing? It looks like this is what's that? A Ford Taurus 2001 silver on the southbound side of the highway.
The farmer and his children are out in the field hunting for coyotes. The child is looking through the night vision goggles, but is looking up at the sky. The farmer, looking out on the fields, doesn't realize this for a while and thinks the child is talking about a coyote.
Wow, look at that!
What do you see?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's so big.
Is it moving?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Coyotes are very stealthy predators. Sometimes they'll lie in wait for our alarm.
It's not a coyote.
Well, then what? What in blue blazes are you looking up there for? We're here to hunt coyotes, not go stargazing.
Sorry.
I want you to look out there on those sheep, okay? If you see anything that doesn't look like a sheep, let me know. Don't be looking up at the stars.
But there's a really bright one I saw. It was cool.
Well, it won't be cool if the coyotes get into the flock again like they did last week. Oh, blast. What do I do with that thing? I've got so many pockets here. Hello? Yeah, this is Jake Shepard. Yeah, that's right. Shepard's towing. What? Right now? Well, I'm kind of tied up right now for a while. What's that? Oh, you tried everyone else. All right. Well, where is he? All right. I'll be at least 30 or maybe 40 minutes. I'm going to have to get my truck. Now, is he going to wait that long? He's not going to call around for a bunch and see who gets there first, is he? I've had that happen before. Oh, all right. I'll be there. Just let me get ready. I'm out in the back pasture right now. I'm going to need some time to get there. All right. Bye. Well, no more coyote hunting tonight.
What's wrong?
Someone's broken down on the side of the road, needs a tow.
Why can't they call someone out?
They did. Everyone else is out on calls.
Everybody!
This is the busy travel season. But it must be really bad out there tonight, though, if everyone else isn't out in service. Come on.
What about the coyotes?
Well, I hope we made enough racket tonight we scared them off.
I thought you were going to get out of that towing business.
Someday. Right now, we need the money to make up for what we're losing on the coyotes. Come on, let's go.
Wow, look at that!
The census meeting is breaking up.
So that's what the census is all about. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I know there's a lot going on, but I really appreciate your presence here tonight. If you're interested in signing up to help the census, I've got applications here, and if you have any other questions, come on up and I'll try to answer them. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a stack of flyers here about the census. If you'd like to take some and pass them out, maybe at your civic club or your church or to your neighbors, anything to help get the word out, that'd be great.
I'd like one of your applications.
Great. If you can just fill it out and leave it with me, or you can take it with you and mail it in, either one.
Thank you.
So, I've got a question.
Sure. What is it?
What happens if someone doesn't fill out their census form?
Well, we try not to let that happen. That's why we're looking for enumerators to help make sure everyone is counted.
I know, but just suppose.
You mean if someone doesn't get a form?
I mean, if someone just flat out refuses. Is it like not paying your taxes?
Well, yes and no. I don't think we're going to put anyone in jail for not filling out their census form, but the government will try to track people down and have them fill it out.
Ah, and who would do that?
Well, you might, if you were a census enumerator.
Oh, so it's sort of like being a tax collector, only instead of collecting taxes, you collect information on people.
Well, if you want to put it that way, I suppose.
Here you go. I made a mistake there, so that's why I scratched it out and started over.
It's okay.
When it said first name, I put down my maiden name, because that was my first name in a way, and now my married name is my second name. But then it asked me for a middle initial, and I realized that what you wanted in that other space was my given name, which is Naomi. So that's why I scratched it all out. I hope you don't mind.
No, it's fine. As long as it's legible, I'm sure it'll be all right. We'll be getting back to you in a couple of days. We just like to get our office set up as soon as we can.
I just love filling out forms, so I'm really hoping I'll be able to get a job. And night work, that's not a problem. My husband is out a lot at night, so I don't mind.
I see.
Oh, not out at night as in out carrying on. Oh, I don't want you to think that about him. He's a professor. He teaches astronomy over at the college. So he's out a lot at night looking at the stars. That's what I meant by being out a lot at night, not that other way.
I see. Thank you.
In fact, he's out tonight looking at the stars.
See, the problem with you life on Mars types is that you're too wedded to the idea that just because Mars looks so much like places on Earth, that it has to have the same characteristics as Earth. And that is just not so.
When are we going to be done?
We've barely gotten started. Look, there's M93 starting to rise. That's one of the finest star clusters you're going to see.
Great.
No. Your problem is you refuse to believe that biology is possible anywhere but Earth. You look out there in space and all you see is chemistry and not biology.
And for a good reason. We know chemistry is out there. Any spectral analysis can prove that. But there's no evidence for biology. None whatsoever. You don't seem to understand how hard it is for biology to arise.
See, that's just it. I don't think biology is all that hard.
I'm cold. Can we go soon?
In a bit, Jemima, in a bit. Oh, come look at this. M93 is more than 3,300 light years away, and yet, look how bright it is. There are more than 300 stars packed in there.
Oh, fascinating.
Look at all the places in the solar system where biology is possible, Professor Murr. There's Mars.
Frank. Too cold. Too much ultraviolet radiation, and the atmosphere is all wrong.
Please, go on out to Jupiter's moons. There's Europa. Down under the ice, there might be an ocean. If you have an ocean of water, you might have life.
Even colder than Mars. Not enough sunlight, too much radiation from Jupiter.
And how much sunlight do you think you need for life?
More than there's going to be under 10 miles the ice of Europa.
There's life at the bottom of the ocean on Earth, and it's pitch dark there.
It's also warm water. A lot warmer than you're going to find on Europa. And there's no proof the water's even liquid that far down.
I'm hungry.
All right. We'll stop for a snack on the way home.
Does that mean we're going home soon?
Soon. Here, take a look at M93.
It's just a bunch of stars. They're all the same.
And what about Titan? We know Titan stars might be all sloshy with hydrocarbons and aerosols, maybe even liquid methane. It might be one giant chemical soup of nutrients. You got all the ingredients for life right there.
And do you know how weak the sunlight is by the time it gets to Saturn?
Oh, you're hung up on the sunlight thing.
Because whatever kind of chemical process is required to get the biology started, all the evidence suggests you need sunlight to kickstart it.
No, that's not true. More than sunlight, you need warmth. And there might be plenty of warmth on Europa. Jupiter's gravity might create enough push and pull on the water there that friction alone might keep things warm.
And Titan?
Oh, okay. Titan's a little more problematic. But it's still warm enough that you might have this giant methane ocean.
Oh, so it's an ocean now, is it?
Well, it could be a swamp, but some kind of liquid.
Okay, I've had a look.
Oh, what are you looking at over there?
I was just taking a little tour of the star clusters and nebulae down through Canis Major.
have you looked at the Horsehead Nebula yet?
No, not yet.
It can be hard to find, but on a night like this, you shouldn't have any problems. There are some nice double stars out tonight too. Over around Aries and Triangulum, I think Gamma Ari is one of the most beautiful doubles in the whole sky. There's an orange star and one that appears bluish, maybe bluish greenish.
Is there a conjunction of the planets happening this week?
Not that I know of. Why?
Nothing. It's just something I didn't recognize.
Come on, Dad, let's go.
Hang on, just cool your jets.
Do you have this month's copy of Sky and Telescope with you?
No, I left it back in the office. Why?
Nothing. I was just wondering. I thought I might check out some of the planets, but I don't have their positions. Sky and Telescope has a pretty good monthly almanac.
I've never been that into the planets. I've always been more interested in deep space observations, nebulae, and double stars.
Uh-huh. And that's why you won't admit the possibility of life on Mars.
Well, I know Jupiter and Saturn are visible tonight. That must be them over there.
Dad, can we go now? I'm cold.
And I'm bored.
And I'm hungry.
I think my toes just froze.
The farmer is fixing Jose's flat tire.
Yeah, can you hear me that wrench?
This one?
Yeah, that'll work. Thanks. Just a couple more turns here.
Vamos a terminar pronto.
Sí, muy pronto.
Necesito acostarme. No me estoy sintiendo bien.
¿Qué te pasa?
No sé. Solamente me siento mal.
There, that should get you on your way. Now, I don't know what they told you. I don't know why they told me you needed a tow. You just need a new tire. Good thing I had an old spare in the back of my truck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, I warn you, it's got some age on it, so I wouldn't run with it very long. It'll probably just barely pass inspection. Where are you trying to get to?
Where? It's right here. Un momento. To the federal building.
Oh, the courthouse in town.
Oh, no, not court. Immigration office. I need to get new paperwork. Need it stamped. No court. I'm legal.
Right. Well, that's all at the courthouse. It's not just courts there, but all kinds of government offices. Immigration, taxation, the Census Bureau. All kinds of offices.
I see.
Well, this tire should get you into town tonight, and then maybe in the morning you can get a new one. There's a garage right across from the courthouse. They can probably get you fixed up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. How much do I owe?
Oh, nothing. Well, if I'd had to give you a tow, I'd have charged, but I'm not going to charge just for changing a tire.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
¿Es gratis?
Sí, es gratis.
Gracias, señor. Gracias.
And gracias to you, ma'am. Come on, boys.
Are we going back to hunting coyotes?
Are the coyotes still hunting the sheep? Of course we're going back to hunt coyotes. If you want food on the table.
Gracias, señor. Gracias.
Anytime.
Maria?
Now, you're not tired, are you?
Sí. Not sleeping well. Crazy dreams in my head. Very crazy.
It's probably all that spicy food you've been eating. That's the effect it always has on me.
Sí.
That and a few other things I'd rather not talk about.
Ay, podemos irnos, por favor. Me siento mal.
Sí.
Dad, I'm hungry. Can we get something to eat?
Yeah, sure, come on, but no spicy food. You know what happened the last time.
And that was just Taco Bell.
Ay, me duele la barriga.
Ay.
So when we were playing the Lions in the district semifinals, it came down to the last 3 seconds of the game. And Daniel, you know Daniel, right?
Yeah.
He won.
Mhm.
Order up, pepperoni, black olives, and mushrooms.
Is he the one who shaved his head?
No, that was Samson.
Oh.
Actually, I heard Samson's girlfriend shaved his head when he was asleep.
Oh,
No.
you're joking.
No, that's what I heard. I heard she did it on a dare and got the scissors and just clip, clip, clip.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that wake him up?
Wait a minute. I want to hear about Daniel. Come on, Angel, tell us the rest of the story.
Okay, so there was Daniel, and he gets fouled, and there's just 3 seconds left, and we're down by 2. So he goes up to the free throw line, right? Well, the crowd is just going nuts. You know what those away games are like sometimes? They're yelling and screaming like they're just gonna eat us alive. So anyway, Daniel, he goes up to the free throw line and everybody's standing up and it's...
Who's got the large pepperoni, black olives, and mushrooms?
And it's like he's just got ice in his veins. He just looks up and whoosh, he sinks the first one. Nothing but net.
Is anybody paying attention out there?
And then he steps up for the second one and boink! It bounces off the rim. But wait. Get this. It bounces off the rim. And all the other guys on the other team, they just stood there doing nothing. It's like the Lions just laid down on the job or something. So Daniel charges into the lane. He grabs his own rebound and lays it up just as the buzzer goes off. 2 points. So we end up winning by 1. It was just like this miracle finish. Yeah. Nobody can believe it. We beat the Lions.
No way.
You know how tough they usually are.
So what did you do then?
Oh, we just went nuts too. We were throwing our pom-poms in the air and everything.
Wait, pom-poms? Wait, what were you doing with pom-poms?
Duh, don't all cheerleaders have pom-poms?
Yeah.
I never knew you were a cheerleader, Angel.
Oh yeah, I've been cheering since I was yay high. I was a cheerleader with the Pee Wee teams and the Mighty Midget teams.
Daniel, tell us some more about Daniel. I want to hear about Daniel.
Samson, he's the big, strong one, right? I used to see him working out at the weight room a lot before he started going out with Delilah. He was hot.
Girls. We're trying to run a business here, remember? You're supposed to be working for Caesar's Pizza Emporium. If you want to gossip on your own time. Now, who's got the table with a large pepperoni, sausage, and mushrooms?
Oh, that's me.
All right, Gabrielle, go get your order.
No, wait, they wanted double cheese. Does it have double cheese on it?
And what about the rest of you? Michelle?
Oh, I'm waiting for a large pepperoni and black olives.
Black olives? Yuck.
You know what you're missing. I love black olives.
Rafaela, what are you waiting for?
Oh, me? I'm just waiting. All my tables are eating. Well, the tables aren't eating, but the people at them are. You know what I mean?
Well, go see if they need more drinks or dessert or something. Don't congregate up here. It looks bad. Now come on, let's go.
Okay, all right, we're going.
Gee whiz, he's in a bad mood today.
Does this look like double cheese to you?
Oh, hard to tell.
They specified double cheese.
I hate cheese. I always pick the cheese off.
How do you pick the cheese off of pizza?
You just pick it up down at the pointy end, and sometimes it will peel right off, like one of those lids in a can of potato chips, you know.
I don't think this is double cheese.
And Angel, what are you waiting for?
I've got 5 deliveries I'm waiting on.
5?
Yeah. 1 at the Motel 7, 1 at the Sleep Tight Inn, and 3 at the Economy Inn. Lots of hotel orders tonight. I guess they don't have room service. They're packed too. I could hardly find a place to park on my last run.
All right, you're waiting on 2 large supremes along with...
And that split order. You know, half mushroom, half black olives.
Right. Okay, there'll be a few more minutes. Huh, looks like we've got a customer.
Where's Gabrielle? It's her turn to seat people.
She's out with one of her tables. Why don't you handle them?
All right. Hello, welcome to Caesar's Pizza Emporium. For here or to go?
Hey, what do you say? For here?
Not for here. It's 2 RD pizza in the truck.
No, you don't want to order pizza delivery for out in the field? Oh, that'd scare away the coyotes for sure. All right, for here.
3?
Yeah, 3.
Smoking or non?
Oh, non.
Okay, this way, please.
My table says this doesn't have double cheese on it. They specifically ordered double cheese. Hello?
And that's why this whole tax thing is completely absurd. Huh? Any economist will tell you you shouldn't raise taxes in the middle of a recession. Hey, that's the absolute worst time to raise taxes because you're just slowing down the economy even more by reducing people's discretionary income.
Well, I agree with what you're saying, Zeke. I agree 100%. But the problem with that argument is then the liberals would turn around and say, all right, if now's a bad time to raise taxes, when's a good time? Is it when the economy's going well?
Of course not. When the economy's going well, there's no reason to raise taxes. Now, is there?
No, I guess not.
Well, then logic will tell you. Well, let's take this nice and slow, just in case there are any liberals out there who are listening. I mean, we know they have a hard time understanding logic, so we'll try to make it simple for them. If it's a bad time to raise taxes when the economy's weak, and there's no point in raising taxes when the economy's strong, then what does that tell you about when you should raise taxes? Hey, what does Mark from Palestine, Texas say? Huh?
Never, I guess?
Well, never! Hey, exactly right. That's my point. It's never a good time to raise taxes.
Oh, I agree with you on that, Zeke. I agree with you 100%.
Of course you do. That's because you listen to the Zeke Israel show, and that makes you an intelligent listener. And intelligent listeners can follow the logic. That's too bad some people can't. And right now, hey, we need to follow the logic of a supply and demand economy and take another break to hear from our sponsors. But we'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Zeke Israel Show.
No, I'm sorry. We're all booked up tonight. No, I'm sorry. I don't know any cancellations anywhere. All I can say is check around if anyone had any see if anyone has any cancellations. Jeez, won't stop for some reason.
All right, I've cleaned up the mess in 265 and given some remedial instruction on what side of the tub to put the shower curtain on.
Well, I hope that means 165 will quit calling about dripping water through the ceiling.
You know, I heard the one time the Mr. Hilton of the Hilton Hotel chain was on some TV talk show, and the host asked him if he had anything to say to the audience. Do you know what he supposedly said? He supposedly turned to the camera and said, "Put the shower curtain on the inside of the tub."
Very funny.
It's the truth, I swear that's what I've heard.
You watch too much TV. You need to quit watching TV when you're changing cleaning in the rooms.
I'm not watching TV when I clean the rooms.
Front desk, Paula speaking. May I help you? What? Again? Well, just rock the machine back and forth a few times. I'm sure it'll come unstuck. Well, it's only dangerous if you rock it too hard and it falls on top of you. All right. I'll set up housekeeping around again. Okay.
Not that guy with a thing for bedtime mints again.
The same.
What's with the mints? He must have some kind of sweet tooth is all I know. Tell him to try, I don't know, Snickers or M&Ms or anything other than the stupid mints.
May I help you?
Do you have any rooms tonight?
Do you have a reservation?
No reservación.
Oh, I'm sorry. No rooms tonight.
No rooms?
No tienen cuartos.
Dice que no tienen cuartos.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
No sé. You're sure? No rooms.
Sorry, we're all booked up, and it looks like all of our reservations are here already, so we won't be getting any cancellations either. Look, sorry. You just have to ask around. Everybody's full up this time of year. You should have called ahead. Look, sorry.
We've been to others. What can we do?
Here, honey, you look like you need to get off your feet. You sit right here, okay?
Oh, gracias.
I'm sure they'll work out something. Don't you worry.
What are you doing? Wait a minute. Look, I'm really sorry we don't have anything. I don't know if anyone else does.
No one has any rooms.
Well, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Anna, I don't know what you're doing, but we don't have any more rooms.
I'm just trying to make her a little more comfortable. She needs to get off her feet.
Well, maybe I need to get off my feet too.
Yes, but you're not 9 months pregnant. Now here's some pillows for your back. I bet your back hurts, doesn't it?
Gracias.
Your back hurts, right? It hurts, doesn't it?
I give up. I don't know what you're thinking.
I'm just trying to help.
Well, why don't you try helping me out for a change?
Can we park our car here overnight?
Park? Why do you need to park your car? I mean, where are you going to be?
We can sleep in car.
Look, I'm sorry, but the parking is for registered guests only. I can't let you...
Now, come on. You can't make them sleep in their car. Look at her. She's about ready to burst open like an overripe watermelon. Oh, sorry, ma'am. No offense intended.
But we don't have any rooms. I can't suddenly build one.
Well, you've got to do something for these poor people.
What do you expect me to do? Kick someone out? Make them double up?
No, but there must be something you can do.
Well, do you have any bright ideas?
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué pasa?
No sé. Ellas están debatiendo sobre lo que pueden hacer.
Me estoy sintiendo muy mal.
Ay, yo sé, María, yo sé. Pregunté si podemos dormir en nuestro coche, pero eso es lo único que se me ocurre.
We've got extra rollaway beds.
Don't read my lips. We don't have any rooms, okay?
That's a utility room.
What?
A utility room. You know, with all the washers and dryers and rollaway beds.
I know what a utility room is, but you can't.
Good, we'll put them in there.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? There's plenty of room in there to set up a bed. It's warm, it's dry, and we won't be running the washers and dryers unless the folks in 265 forget what I told them about the shower curtain.
We can't put guests in a utility room.
It's either that or kick them out on the street. You don't want to kick a pregnant lady out on the street, do you?
Well, no, but...
Why don't you folks come with me? It may not be AAA approved, but at least we can make a place for you to spend the night.
Thank you. María, dice que puede hacer un lugar para nosotros.
Ay, aleluya, gracias a Dios.
Okay. How am I going to charge them for a utility room?
Who said anything about charging? Come on, folks, right this way.
Thank you.
Gracias.
How you doing, honey? You look like you're about ready to pop.
Ella está preguntando cómo estás.
Ay, me siento mal. Quisiera acostarme.
Oh, María. She says she doesn't feel well. She wants to lay down.
All right, then. Give me a few minutes and we'll have things all squared away.
What about fire codes? I don't think we have an occupancy permit for that room. You know, if the building inspector shows up, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
There will now be a 10-minute intermission.
So I have a question for you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
Ladies and gentlemen, the show will be beginning in just a moment. And now, Act 2 of Jose and Maria.
All right, we're back. You're listening to the Zeke Israel Show, and we're talking taxes tonight. Are you fed up? Huh? Are you outraged? Well, you're not alone. Give us a call at 1-800-OUTRAGE and share your outrage. Oh, we've got an outraged caller online right now. It's Luke from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. A lot of Pennsylvania callers tonight. We had someone from Bethlehem earlier. That's just right down the road from you, isn't it, Luke?
That's right.
Oh, how many miles is it?
Miles? Oh, it's practically next door, about 5-10 miles, maybe. 10 miles from my house, but I live a little further out.
Well, you're probably listening to us on WAEB, AM 790 out of Allentown, aren't you?
That's right. It's all I listen to. All the other stations just play that rap music and that heavy metal and that new age jazz junk. I'm not saying this to flatter you or anything, but yours is the only program on the air that has any intelligence to it.
Flatter me? Yeah, you think I can be flattered? Oh, I'm flattered by that. But seriously, you've got some good folks there at WAEB, huh? I want you to call them up and tell them how much you appreciate them bringing the Zeke Israel Show to their listeners. Will you do that for me, Luke?
Sure will, Zeke. Sure will.
Well, those folks need to know just how much you appreciate them for bringing the truth and the light and the way into northeastern Pennsylvania. Well, and parts of New Jersey, too. Hey, now there's a state that could stand to hear our message. New Jersey. That's one of your classic high tax states. So, how are things in Pennsylvania tonight, Luke?
Things are good. And you're right, Zeke. I've got friends who live in Jersey, and they tell me the taxes there are just out of control like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I'd believe it.
They tax just about everything over there in Jersey, sometimes twice.
So what's on your mind, Luke?
Well, I just wanted to say that I was listening to one of your earlier callers, and it occurred to me that...
The housekeeper has just started finishing up setting a rollaway bed in the hotel's utility room for Jose and Maria. She is plumping up the pillows.
There you go. This should be nice and comfy. Now, we don't normally offer a turn-down service, but I think I'll make a special exception in your case. What do you say? Care for a mint?
Thank you.
Mint?
No, gracias.
I just love these things. I could eat a whole box. Care for another?
No, gracias. No thanks.
No.
Well, I'd better take some of these towels with me just in case I need to clean up any more shower curtain accidents. I'll try to take enough so I won't need to come back. Anything else I can do for you folks?
No. No, thank you.
Okay, well, I'll be leaving you lovebirds alone now. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you. Gracias.
Gracias. Buenas noches.
Tengo sueño.
Yo también.
¿Cómo te sientes, María?
Ay, mal. Muy mal.
¿Necesitas algo? ¿Qué necesitas?
Pienso que solamente necesito dormir un poco. Eso es si puedo dormir. Sigo teniendo unos sueños raros.
¿Qué tipo de sueños raros?
Sobre el bebé.
Oh, yo también he tenido sueños muy raros.
¿Sobre qué?
Sobre el bebé.
Oh,
Todo va a estar bien, estoy seguro.
ojalá que sí.
Espero que te sientas mejor por la mañana.
Yo también, yo también.
¿Estás lista?
Ay, sí, sí.
Buenas noches y que Dios te bendiga.
Buenas noches.
At the pizza place, Angel returns from a delivery, rings up the money at the register.
I'm back!
Good. We got 3 more delivery orders in the oven for you, Angel.
3? You're gonna run me ragged tonight.
You? How about me?
The traffic is terrible out there tonight. It's bumper to bumper all the way down the highway. Where'd these people come from anyway?
Order! I got a large pepperoni, sausage, and black olives. And double cheese. Be sure it gets double cheese. They specified double cheese.
All right, double cheese.
Did you guys see the guy out at table 6? He's got this tattoo that starts on his right arm and continues up around his neck and comes down his left arm.
Ooh.
Yuck.
How do you know it continues around his neck?
Well, it must, because there's like this one part of it here, and then there's the other part of it there. So it all must be connected somehow, right?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, maybe it's like a connect the dots type of thing.
Yuck. I don't see how people can stand to get a tattoo. It gives me the creeps just to think about it.
I've got a tattoo.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
I've got a little trumpet right here on my arm.
Why a trumpet?
Because I used to be in the high school band.
I never knew you were in a band.
Oh, yeah. I've played trumpet ever since I was in, like, middle school.
My mom used to make me take harp lessons when I was little.
Aww.
Gabrielle is being too modest. She was first chair, and she beat out Josh.
Josh played the trumpet?
Oh yeah, him and a whole army of other people. We had a huge trumpet section.
And he plays loud. Let me tell you, I heard him once, and you'd have thought the walls were about to come tumbling down. They were so loud.
But Josh was first chair when we beat Jericho in the regional band competition. So anyway, a lot of us got little trumpets tattooed on our arms that year. It's sort of like a solidarity thing, you know?
I still don't think I could ever do that. Getting needles stuck in my skin? Yuck. I just get the goosebumps thinking about it.
It's not that bad.
How do you know?
Well, I've got a tattoo.
What?
You do?
2 of them, in fact.
What do you have?
Well, I've got little wings on each of my shoulder blades. You know, like angel wings.
Wait, when did you do that?
On Beach Week. You want to see?
Sure.
Here, can you see it?
A little. Oh, that's a nice one. Looks so pretty.
Thanks.
So you got it during Beach Week?
Yeah, during Beach Week on both sides.
Ooh, girls, you're congregating again. Go out and serve some customers.
We're waiting on orders.
What are you waiting for, Michelle?
A large black olive, mushroom, anchovies, and double cheese.
Yuck.
You don't like anchovies?
Oh, I love anchovies. It's the cheese I hate.
Oh, that one, just a few more minutes on that one. We're getting kind of backed up here. You also might want to go easy on the black olive orders tonight. We're running low on black olives.
Hey, I'm not pushing them. People are the ones ordering them. Can't help it if they like black olives.
And double cheese? Double yuck.
Now, Scoot, go and refill some drinks or something. Don't congregate around here.
You didn't forget my double cheese, did you?
No, I didn't forget your double cheese. Now, Scoot.
I'm going.
Don't look at me. I'm waiting on delivery orders.
All right, Angel. I've got your orders coming out soon. Just sit tight.
Oh man, not motel orders again. I hate motel orders. You've got a hassle with the front desk and all that. I'd rather deal with a fraternity party than a hotel. At least the Greeks tip pretty good.
Oh, that's the Saturn. I'm sure of it.
I don't see any rings.
All right. Jupiter then.
It doesn't look like Jupiter to me. No great red spot, no dark cloud bands, no moons. If it were Jupiter, we ought to be able to see some of the Galilean moons.
Oh, well, whatever. Maybe it's Venus. Venus is the brightest planet anyway.
Venus would have been set by now. Besides, it's high in the east. If it were Venus, it would be in the west. Venus is only in the east before sunrise.
Well, you do have a point there.
Why don't they know what planet it is?
They left their planetary almanac back at the office.
But they're astronomers, don't they know?
Well, dear, astronomy is a complex field. There are all kinds of specialties and subspecialties. So someone who is an expert in one field may not necessarily be an expert in another. Professor Murr there, her specialty is deep space objects. Nebulae, galaxies, quasars, that sort of thing. Professor Frank, his specialty is extraterrestrial biochemistry. That's why they spend so much time arguing over whether there can be life on other planets.
Wait, so you're saying neither one of them knows what that bright star up there is?
Well, something like that, Keziah.
So, do you know what it is?
Not really.
So you're telling me practically the whole astronomy department from the college is out here and nobody knows what it is?
Yeah, I thought you guys were supposed to know all this stuff.
It seems to be getting brighter. It must be some kind of variable star. Do your star chart list the variable stars for that part of the sky?
Let me see. I'm checking my field guide to the stars, but I wouldn't think a variable would be getting that bright?
What's a variable star?
That's a star whose brightness varies. Sometimes that's because it's a double star, and so you have a dimmest star moving in front of the brightest star, or vice versa. Or sometimes they'll just flare up for a reason we don't know much about yet. For instance, you've got your Cepheid variables and your RR Lyrae variables, both of which have regular patterns, which might vary from less than a day with the RR Lyrae to several days with the Cepheids. And then there are semi-regular variables, which...
That's all right. That's all right. We don't need a science lecture. Just want to go home where it's warm.
All right, here we go. Table 11, short period variable stars. What's it say? Beta Persei is the brightest, ranges from the magnitude 2.2 to 3.5.
Perseus. Perseus is right over there. So that's not it.
That's, then there is Zeta Geminorum, ranges from the magnitude 3.7 to 4.3.
Gemini is over there. But that's a lot brighter than those magnitudes anyway.
Could it be a nova? Remember what I was telling you about the Crab Nebula and how Chinese astronomers saw that when its star exploded back in 1054. That was a nova. Actually, a supernova.
1001.
The difference between a nova and a supernova is whether the star is completely destroyed. Sometimes it just burns off some surface material, that's a nova. But sometimes the whole thing will go kaboom! Now that's a supernova.
Please don't tell us about the main sequence.
You see, most stars go through a fairly predictable lifespan called the main sequence.
Oh, please.
We better record this. Here, let's measure its right ascension and declination. If he's right, there could be a paper in this.
Maybe several.
Does this mean we're going to get out of here? Be out here all night?
All right. Thank you. Hey, that's Luke from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. It's been good talking to you, Luke.
Thanks, Zeke. It's been an honor to be on your show.
Well, now let's hear from our next caller. Next up, we've got John, all the way from Jerusalem, Arkansas. John, now I thought I knew my geography, but that's a new one on me. Just where the heck is Jerusalem, Arkansas?
Hello?
Go ahead, John. You're on the air.
Hello, Zeke.
You've got him. Did you hear my question, John?
No. What was it?
Well, where are you calling from, John?
I'm at home.
Right. You may want to turn your radio down so we can hear you, John.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
While John is doing that, let me remind everyone that coming up next is our...
All right, I'm back.
Okay, you're with us now, John, huh?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, just where is Jerusalem, Arkansas, John?
About an hour northwest of Little Rock.
Ah, yes, Little Rock. We know it well, don't we? All right, well, now we've got ourselves situated. What's on your mind, John?
Well, I tell you, Zeke, I've listened to your show for a long time. I just wanted to say that I heard a lot of people say that what this country needs is a strong leader who can just clean up. You know what I'm saying, Zeke?
Oh, so you think one man can do it all?
Well,
well, you know what I think, John.
And what's that?
I think this country's in such sorry shape. Above it would take a miracle to clean things up and set things right.
Well, I won't argue with you there.
But you're on the right track, John. You're definitely on the right track. If we're going to save this country, we're going to need a strong leader. But we're going to need a lot more than that. We're going to need to get back to the values that built this country in the first place. And that means low taxes, for one thing.
I think it's going to make sure that we have taxes.
Well, you know what I believe, John? I believe someday the right leader will come along and the people of this country are going to rise up at the polls and throw off the yoke of big government with all its taxes and its regulation and its bureaucracy. And oh, what a glorious day that'll be. Well, I said it would take a miracle, but we have to believe in miracles, don't we, John? Otherwise, what hope do we have?
Hey, you're right again, see?
Oh, of course I'm right. Of course I'm right, John. I'm more than right. I'm a prophet. Someday you'll say, you know what I heard that fellow Zeke Israel on the radio say, that one day we'd have low taxes? And by golly, I didn't believe it then. I thought he was just a loudmouthed crank with a microphone, but it's sure come true now, hasn't it? He sure was a prophet. Well, that's what I hope you'll be saying someday.
I hear you there, Zeke. I hope you're right, and I hope it happens soon.
Well, you know, things don't happen overnight in this country. It takes a while. I mean, well, let's hope it doesn't take 2,000 years.
And another thing, Zeke.
Oh, you'll have to hold on to that thought, John. I'm getting a signal that this prophet has to take care of another kind of prophet. We got a commercial break coming up, and we don't want to keep our sponsors waiting. We'll be right back after these messages.
In the dark, Maria is sitting up in bed, timing her contractions. Jose is still sleeping.
45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 56. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Oh.
All right, Angel, here you go. 1 large pepperoni.
Large pepperoni. That's going to Motel 7.
1 large supreme.
Large supreme for the Economy Inn. And there should be one more for there too. Do you have that?
And 1 large, let's see. Half pepperoni and sausage and bacon and half vegetarian.
What kind of order is that?
Obviously a compromise.
Or someone who couldn't make up their mind.
Now, be sure to sit this level. You want to make sure it doesn't slide all around while you're driving, or somebody's going to wind up very unhappy.
Yeah.
And be sure not to slam on the brakes. That'll just send everything flying forward. Pepperoni, green peppers, you name it. You'll just wind up with one.
Yeah. Can someone get the door for me, please?
Hang on, I got it.
Thanks.
Hurry back. At the rate we're going, you can bet we'll have at least one more delivery run tonight.
There's some lady out here who wants to talk to you.
An unhappy customer?
No, I don't think she's a customer. I think she's with the government.
Something about a bunch of forms that need to be filled out.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean? Under the penalty of law? Are we being penalized?
Oh, Lord. Must be the health inspector. I'm coming.
Ooh.
Cincuenta y cinco, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
And
We with the Census Bureau would really appreciate if you could help us get the word out about the upcoming census.
Yes, ma'am.
We would be especially grateful if you could maybe put up this public service announcement somewhere prominent place, say over by the jukebox maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
And we've got some flyers here that we're hoping maybe you could make available, perhaps on the counter here.
Or in the delivery boxes.
Or in the delivery boxes. That is a great idea. Thank you, Naomi.
You're welcome, Maddie.
Perhaps you could tuck one into each delivery order. Would you mind doing that for us? It sure would be a big help in getting the word out.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am. I mean,
Because we really need to reach everyone so we can count them, you know?
And tax them.
Count them. We count them first.
It's all about the taxes, if you ask me.
Anyway, here's a big sack. If you need more, just give us a call, and one of my census trainees here would be delighted to bring you some more.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You've been a great help. All right, folks, let's move on. Where should we go next?
Well, there's a Mediterranean takeout just down the road here a little ways.
All right, let's try them. And video stores. Video stores are another good place to get the word out. Do you have any video stores around here?
We have a red box right next to the Mediterranean takeout place.
Good. We can hit both of those.
Ooh, I don't know. I think I've got some late fees still outstanding. How about I just sit in the car for that one?
Fine.
Ooh. What was that all about?
I thought for sure she was going to be the health inspector.
Manager takes poster to put up on the wall. Michelle looks at the flyers on the counter.
Are these like coupons or something?
I don't know. Just
I think it's some kind of survey.
Excuse me.
Rafaela.
What?
Could we get a refill here?
Oh, sure. Hang on.
Jake Shepherd, how you doing?
Well, I'll be dogged if it isn't old Cyrenius. Good to see you, Si. Long time no see, pal. What are you doing here?
Me? Can't you see? I'm running the place.
Well, I wondered about the apron, but I didn't know you were involved with this. I thought it was some kind of national chain, worldwide even.
Oh yeah, it is, but it's a franchise operation, and I bought the territorial rights to this whole region. They call it the Middle Eastern District. Anytime you see a Caesar's Pizza Emporium here now, you can be sure it's one of mine.
Well, I guess you're just a regular entrepreneur now, aren't you? How'd you manage that?
Well, it's like anything else, I suppose. Connections, who you know.
Oh, I know how that is.
This is my first location, but I'm hoping if I can get a good cash flow going here, I can branch out. So tell me about you. What are you up to?
Oh, the usual, you know.
You're still farming, right? Sheep, isn't it?
Sheep? Well, when the coyotes don't get them.
Oh, I've heard about the coyotes. I hear they're getting to be something terrible.
Oh, true, but nothing a 44 can't handle.
Gotcha.
You seem pretty busy here tonight. Things must be going pretty well.
Oh, maybe a little too busy sometimes. So, was everything all right? Service good? Did you get enough to eat?
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you get enough?
Uh-huh.
Well, look at you two growing up like a weed you are. Last time I saw you, you were only about this tall. How old are you now?
12.
12? How about that? And you?
I'd eat.
Here you go. One for you. One for you. And one for you.
Thanks. What do you say?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Kids, you know how they are.
Don't I now? That's practically all I've got working for me, kids. That's all I can afford, well, with taxes the way they are now. You get a little bit older and you can work here too if you like.
Hey, would you like to work here someday making pizzas?
Uh-huh.
Now, you can't eat them all if you work here now. He'd probably eat away all your profit.
Well, better him than the tax man, I suppose.
Is there anything else I can get for you right now?
No, I don't think so. Thank you.
So, what brings you here tonight? You've been out on a rescue call. You are still with the rescue squad, aren't you?
Oh yeah, when I have the time.
So, what was it tonight? A wreck somewhere? I hear the traffic's bumper to bumper out on the highway.
No, we were just out on a towing call tonight.
I didn't know you had a tow truck.
Well, you know how farming is these days. It's so hard to make a living anymore. You have to make $1 anywhere you can.
Huh. Well, tell me about that.
Well, so I took one of my old farm trucks, rigged up a winch on the back of it. It'll pull you out of just about any kind of fix you can get yourself into. I got myself on the county's towing list. Whenever the sheriff's office gets a towing call, unless someone requests a particular towing service, the dispatcher just goes down the list in order. So it ekes out a few dollars here and there.
Except you didn't charge him anything tonight.
Well, that's true.
Well, you're not going to squeeze out too many dollars that way.
Oh, it was just some young couple with a flat tire, just needed changing. I didn't have the heart to charge him, especially with the condition she was in. She looked like she was just about ready to pop, if you catch my drift.
They were foreigners too.
Well, he spoke a little English, enough to get the point across. What are you doing?
Picking off all the black olives.
Kids.
$55, $56, $57, $58.
¿Qué dijiste?
59, 60, 61.
¿Qué está haciendo?
62, 63.
¿Qué pasa?
Estoy contando mis contracciones.
¿Contracciones?
Sí, sí. Mis contracciones.
¡Contracciones!
Sí, es la hora.
¿Qué hora es?
La hora para el bebé.
Dios mío, la hora para el bebé.
Sí.
¿Qué hacemos ahora? ¿Qué hacemos ahora? ¿A dónde vamos?
Ay, Dios mío, ayúdennos. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I'm sorry.
The hotel lobby. The innkeeper is still dealing with unhappy guests. As the innkeeper talks on the phone, Angel arrives to deliver some pizzas.
No, I'm sorry. Those are the only channels we get. Yes, I know Real Housewives on Bravo is on tonight. Yeah, you're just going to have to catch a rerun. Yeah, I suppose. No, I don't think new batteries for the remote will change anything. And a good night to you, too. Front desk, Paula speaking. May I help you? What's that? The magic fingers. Yes, that's one of our comfort features. Just put a quarter in and you say the bed won't stop shaking. Well, how many quarters did you put in? How many? Well, let's see. I mean, it's 5 minutes for 25 cents. So 5 times... Wait, how many did you say you put in again? What? May I ask you why you put that many in? No, that won't make the bed shake faster, just longer. Okay, check back in another 3 hours if nothing stops shaking. Yeah. Okay, good night. May I help you?
I've got 2 pizzas here for Gideon, room 245.
Hang on just a second. Right phone. Just a second. Front desk, Paula speaking. May I help you? You say there's strange vibration noises coming from the room above you. What room are you in? No. Let me guess. Oh, that's just the magic fingers. It'll be off in, about 3 hours, if you're lucky. No, I'm not being sarcastic. No, I'm just telling you. Hello? Well, I guess they didn't like my answer. Oh, sorry. What room did you say you were here for?
Gideon, room 245.
2. Okay, all right, you can go up.
Thanks.
Towels! Towels! I need every towel we have.
Whoa, what's going on? Can you pipe down a little? We've got people sleeping here.
And we've got a woman in the utility room having a baby. Towels! I need more towels. Where did you put the rest of the towels?
A baby?
Wait, what are you talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about? Now hurry, I need more towels.
Lord, not now, not here.
Yes, here and now. Towels, I need towels.
Here's some towels, but we can't. She can't.
Oh, yes, she can, because yes, she is.
Are you talking about a real baby?
And hot water, I need hot water.
Hot water. Okay, here's the hot water.
Not that hot water. You just bring me some more towels and we'll worry about the hot water later. We've got a baby on the way any minute now.
A baby? I want to see. Can I see?
Oh, any minute now, but we can't. You can't. She can't. Oh, thanks. Front desk Paula speaking. May I help you? Yes, the bed's making a lot of vibration, but there's nothing I can do about that. No, I don't have any 10W40 to put on the springs. Look, listen. Can I put you on hold? Yeah, I've got an emergency. Okay, towels. I need more towels. Okay. Oh, this huge mess to clean up. No.
The astronomers are looking up at the sky.
It's definitely getting brighter.
I've never seen a variable increase its magnitude that quickly.
Is there any star listed for that location?
I'm checking.
I'll bet you anything that's a supernova.
That would be a miracle if it were a supernova. The odds of witnessing a supernova are something like once in a lifetime. Maybe more than once in a lifetime.
Well, the last recorded supernova in the Milky Way was in, 1600 or something?
1604 to be exact. Kepler supernova. Technically, V843 Ophiuchi.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
Kepler supernova flared up brighter than Jupiter within a matter of just a few days and remained visible for almost 2 years.
That light curve here looks like it could be about the same.
Oh, well, what's the location of this one again?
It looks like it's right over the top of the town to me.
Let's see. Location. East, about 90 degrees.
See? I told you girls you'd be glad to come out with us tonight. Are you still cold?
No, not anymore. This is pretty neat.
It's a miracle.
I don't see anything there. Not even close.
Are you sure? Check again.
I'm positive. See, right?
Well, what do you say, boys? You ready to go back out and hunt coyotes?
Yeah.
Kids. It's all fun and games to them. Sometimes I think they'd stay out in the field all night if I'd let them.
That'd be cool. We could camp out.
And roast marshmallows.
Yeah, and how much coyote hunting will we get done?
Well, the fire would chase away the coyotes anyway.
Got a point there,
Hey, now Doko, you taking his side.
They're having a baby down at the hotel.
What's going on?
A baby? Really?
Where? Right now?
What are you talking about?
You know that last delivery order I had, the 2 orders down at the Economy Inn? Well, when I delivered them, one of the women staying there was having a baby.
Yeah, guess she had a craving for pizza, huh? I forget, did either of those have black olives on them?
What? I mean, she was having a baby right then in the hotel. She wasn't even in a room. They were all full up, so they put her in the utility room.
Whoa. Angel, slow down. They had people staying in the utility room. What are you talking about?
They said they were so busy. There was no other room at the inn.
Now, excuse me. Do you mean to say there's a woman in labor?
No. She was well past labor. She was already into childbirth.
But did you get paid for the pizzas? That's what I want to know.
There
Did you
goes
get
my
paid?
pager.
What is it, Daddy?
Rescue's call at the Economy Inn, code 70.
What's a code 70?
Woman in labor.
Told you, she's not in labor. She's already had her baby.
I've got to go. Come on.
Can we see? Can we see? Yeah, we're about done right here. Let's go down and see.
You can't just pick up and leave to go watch a woman have a baby.
Hang on, I'm gonna bust this table.
Hurry up.
Girls, you're supposed to be working for Caesar's Pizza Emporium.
Bro, we've already put in our time here.
Can somebody give me a hand here?
Yeah, we gave Caesar what we owed Caesar. I've already punched out. Okay, can you punch me out too?
Me three, as soon as I finish with this.
Girls! I've got a whole kitchen to clean up.
Hey, listen, I got to get going. I already left my money on the table. You can keep the change. You really were an angel. Come on, boys. We got to go.
Is it gonna be all icky like lamb seasoning?
You know, it's a boy.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely not a variable star.
What magnitude would you say that is now? First magnitude?
Oh, it's way brighter than first.
You know, as bright as it is, those trees over there are soon going to block our view.
Well, you think?
Given the Earth's rate of rotation, in another hour, at least I'd say.
Well, you know, I think it might be moving.
You think what might be moving?
The star.
What do you mean by moving?
Or at least staying in place.
What do you mean by staying in place?
Well, it looks to me like it's still where it was.
Yeah, right. Over top of the town.
Huh. See, these are the coordinates I wrote down for it. But now it's just a few degrees over from where it was. Just enough to stay in the sky.
That can't be right. You must have written the coordinates wrong.
Does it not look like to you like it's the same place in the sky where it was?
I think your eyes are playing tricks on you, Frank.
Now, hold on a minute. You saying I don't know what I'm doing?
I'm just saying it must be some kind of optical illusion.
Come on, in another hour, those trees are going to block our view.
Well, where do you want to go?
I know just the place. You know that hill in town, the one behind the Economy Inn?
Won't the lights in the parking lot make too much glare?
We can set up behind the billboard. The sign faces west and we'll be looking east, so it will block out all the lights. Trust me, I've observed that before. It's surprisingly a good observing site.
Well, I still think it's staying in the same place.
Frank, you know that's impossible.
Well, lots of things are impossible, but sometimes they still happen. Just look at it.
Come on, let's go. We can park in the hotel parking lot and hike up.
Are we going now?
Yeah, come on, let's pack up.
Oh, so what's it mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, the star. What's it mean? I mean, did it blow up completely?
Well, if it's a supernova, it did. Now, here's something interesting. During a supernova, the explosion spews out all kinds of heavy elements into space. Do you know that all the heavy elements in your body were likely formed from a supernova?
My body?
And everybody else's. It's true. Those elements have been around since before the beginning of the solar system.
How can that be?
Well, Remember we were talking about the main sequence and how certain types of stars, the ones with more than twice as much mass as our sun, come to a spectacular end?
Not another science lecture.
So in a way, we're all children of the stars.
And hotels are another good place to get the word out about the census. A lot of times people are traveling and it's hard for them to keep up with the news, but if we can get hotels to put our flyers in the rooms, that's a big help.
You know, I stayed at a hotel once where they put up these old yellow sticky strips in the room to kill all the flies. You know, the kind where there's like something sweet on the surface and the flies buzz around until they land on the fly paper and then they get stuck and die.
Hello? Anybody home? I wonder where the clerk is.
What are you talking about?
The flies. Didn't she say something about there being flies in the hotel here?
Flyers, not flies. These things.
Oh, I thought she said flies. I wondered, this looks like a pretty high-class establishment. I didn't see any flies, especially this time of year.
Come on, Thomasina, pay attention. The census is important.
I never said it wasn't important. I just don't see why the government has to do it.
It's a boy! It's a boy!
Towels, we need more towels!
We need to wrap them up good to keep them warm. Get all the towels you can.
We're gonna run out of towels. We ran out of rooms, and now we're gonna run out of towels.
Then take some from the guests.
Excuse me.
I can't take any from the guest.
Well, we're gonna have to do something and fast. We need to bundle them up good.
Excuse me.
Sorry, kind of busy right now. We'll be right with you.
What's going on?
It's a boy!
Here's the last stack I can find.
Farmer runs in, followed by his sons. Followed soon thereafter by Angel, Gabrielle, Michelle, and Rafaela.
Rescue squad! I'm with the rescue squad. Where is she?
Who? Where's who? What's going on?
Oh, thank goodness you're here. You won't believe what happened.
This way, come on!
How far along is she?
She's done! It's a miracle, it's a boy!
Is there an ambulance here?
What ambulance?
We've got an ambulance on the way.
See, I told you it was a boy. He's right down that hallway, first door on the left. Are you forgetting something?
Towels! Oh, yes, that's right.
But what's going on? Why is everybody running around like this?
Did she say something about a baby?
I was in a hotel once that ran out of towels. I tell you, it wasn't a pretty sight.
Why are the police car pulling up there? Is there something going on here? Is somebody hurt?
Where is she? The distress call for the woman in labor? Where is she?
There's a woman in labor here? Now?
She's down the hall in the utility room.
Thanks.
It's a boy!
The astronomers arrive at the hotel and proceed to unload their telescopes to take up the hill.
All right, here we are. See, if you go up on that hill behind the hotel, the billboard will block the light and we'll have a clear view of the eastern sky.
I still think we were fine where we were. I don't know if you had to move.
Because the earth is moving, that's why.
But the star isn't. I swear it's not.
Look, we've been over this already. Let's just get our telescopes and go. It looks like quite a hike up that hill.
Well, whatever. It's practically overhead in any case. We'll get a good look at here.
Hey, why is there a police car in the parking lot?
Oh, I don't know. I wonder what's going on.
Well, you know what this part of town is like.
It's like one of those no-tell motels. Maybe some outraged husband showed up at the wrong time.
Shh! Quiet, we've got children present.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and look, An ambulance is pulling up too.
At the hotel, the farmer pushes Maria on a rescue squad cot with wheels. The police officer has the other end. The farmer's children run behind the farmer. The innkeeper holds the door open. Maria is holding a baby wrapped up in towels. José runs along beside her, and the housekeeper follows.
All right, coming through, coming through.
Stand clear, everybody, stand clear.
Look, there they are.
Now you just keep him wrapped up tight like that to keep him warm until you get to the hospital, okay?
Todo va a estar bien. Todo va a estar bien.
Está bien, está bien.
I'm gonna get the door.
Coming through, coming through.
Get the door, please.
I got the door.
Isn't he just precious?
Look, it's a
cute. Oh, I bet that's gonna be a mess for somebody to clean up.
Esto no va a tardar mucho. Vamos a llegar pronto.
Está bien, está bien.
Code 30, code 30.
What's the code 30?
What's the code 30?
Notify the hospital emergency room.
Oh, isn't he just wonderful?
Oh. Make sure you put the baby down on your census form.
All right, just a little while longer.
Are you sure it's only 5 minutes to the top? It feels like more than 50.
Now what? You guys go on ahead. We'll catch up. Hello? Oh, hello, Harry.
Who's Harry?
Shh. No, I'm not shushing you, Harry. Yeah, we've seen it. No, we don't know what it is. We think maybe it's a supernova. What? What time did it first appear? Sometime earlier this evening. Probably an hour or so ago. Why? What's that? The exact time. Well, yes, I'm sure we've got it written down somewhere. It's Harry. He wants to know what time the star first appeared.
Why does he want to know?
Who's Harry?
Tell him we don't have time to get out our notes right now.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I've got the exact time right here. Do you want it in Greenwich Mean Time or local time? I've got it down both ways. It was 6:15 p.m.
Big mistake, Professor Gold. Big mistake.
And why is he telling Harry all that? Can't Harry just go outside and look at the thing for himself?
Who's Harry?
Oh, yes, you can
that-
take that as gospel. Oh, yes. Yes, I can assure you we have very good nights. Notes. All right. Good talking to you, Harry. Oh,
What was that all about?
Who's Harry?
Is that what I think it was?
yes, it was.
Who's
Harry?
Well, Harry? Professor Herod. He's the department chairman. Harry for short.
Oh, you don't like him very much, do you?
A very perceptive child you got there, Professor Gold.
Well, let's just say he's not our favorite. He's rather high-handed, shall we say.
What's that mean?
I think your father means dictatorial.
Mm-hmm. Imperial.
What's that mean?
Bossy.
He thinks he's the king.
Oh.
So, what's he want?
He wants us to stop by his house tonight on the way home and give him copies of all of our observations tonight.
Why? So he can claim credit for the discovery?
But wouldn't that be cheating?
Hey, it's been known to happen.
He says he just wants to get word out to the whole college first thing in the morning.
Yeah, right. So he can hog all the glory.
Hey, this star is our baby, not his.
He says he'll even notify the International Astronomical Union on our behalf so we get the proper credit.
Sure. So he can weasel his name into the history book somehow?
And how did he know about it anyway? What did he do? Looking out his window or something?
He says his place is right on our way home, so it won't be a problem.
Hey, have you seen his place? It's a mansion.
He thinks he's such a wise guy. I think maybe you need to take another way home tonight.
I think we all do.
Really?
I hear a baby crying.
Well, come on. Let's go on top of that hill and take another look at the star.
You can tell Harry we got tied up here and didn't have time to stay on the way home.
Now, I think Frank's incensed.
Very funny, Professor. Very funny.
Yeah, I hear a baby crying. Dad, did you hear a baby crying?
What? What are you talking about?
Down there, at that hotel.
Yeah, where the ambulance is. See?
Maybe we should go see what the matter is.
All right, we're back, and we're back on the Zeke Israel Show, where we're talking about taxes. We're talking about leadership. We're talking about where this country is headed. We're talking about whatever is on your mind tonight. Give us a call at 1-800-OUTRAGE and join the conversation tonight. All right. We've still got John on the line from down in Little Jerusalem, Arkansas. Well, you don't mind me calling it little, do you, John? John?
No, it's pretty small.
Well, we like to tell it like it is. So if the place is small, then by golly, we ought to call it small. All right, enough of that. John, you were telling us that what we needed was someone who could just clean house in the government. Isn't that right?
That's right, Vic.
Oh, well, that's certainly a common sentiment these days, given what's going on in the country.
But you know what?
What's that, John?
I heard some of my friends talk about a new grassroots movement that basically says we shouldn't worry about what the government. We should just pay whatever taxes we owe and then spend our time trying to do good in our own communities through civic organizations or charities or churches or whatever.
I see. Oh, that's an interesting theory.
I just wondered what you thought of this.
Wow, what do I think about this? Wow, well, that's a great question, John. A great question indeed. Let me tell you, what I think about this is...
Jose and Maria in the back of the ambulance.
El bebé es tan precioso, mi bebé.
Nuestro bebé. ¿Cómo estás, María? ¿Te sientes bien?
Estoy bien, un poco débil, pero estoy bien. Ahora todo está bien.
All right, are you buckled in?
Sí, buckled.
All right, now we may take some of the turns pretty tight, so be sure to hold on tight. Now, you hear?
Sí, gracias.
All right, it won't be long. We'll see you at the hospital.
Sí, gracias.
Adios now.
Adiós.
¿Qué dice?
Ahora vamos a ir al hospital. Todo va a estar bien. Agárrate, fuerte.
Sí. Ay, nuestro bebé está tan precioso.
Gracias a Dios. Gracias a Dios.
Sí. Gracias a Dios. Gracias a Dios.
Noche de paz.
Holy night.
All is calm.
All is bright.
Round yon virgin mother and child.
Ve anunciado el niñito Jesús.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Brilla la estrella de paz.
And that concludes today's performance of Jose and Maria. Before you go, please join us at the Stage Door Zoom room to meet and greet the actors and the director. Here is the meeting ID and the meeting password. You can also get to the Stage Door through the Stage Door link in the virtual theater's lobby. Please post your pictures to Facebook or any other social media with the hashtag SSTG Jose and Maria. And please consider making a donation to support Sandy Spring Theater and the work we do in Montgomery County. On behalf of Sandy Spring Theater Group, thank you for coming and have a good afternoon.